joined by Vandana Singh, who's an aviation expert. Vandana, thank you very much for joining us on this story. These are disturbing visuals. A stationary bus catches fire inside the Terminal 3. Could you give us any insights on this information?
Thank you for having me on your show. I would like to comment that this is indeed very, very disturbing. We are talking so much and focusing so much on maintenance and really taking care of all the equipment, whether it's the airline or the equipment of the machine itself. And here we are talking about a stationary bus. So indeed, it is very alarming that this catching fire in this manner. It clearly goes to show that what should be done in terms of maintaining and excellence in service. Forget excellence in service. There is not even any sort of proper, service being given to maintain these buses. They are just shuttling between T2, T3, and various other terminals. And I believe that it's high time that we woke up to this fact that we need to take care of our passengers, image of our country. There are passengers, international passengers, domestic, all shuttling in and out all the time. And if we want to be one of the largest airports, largest aviation hub in the country with Navi Mumbai and Noida International coming up, I think this is unacceptable. So definitely it needs probe, and we need to see why it happened and that it should not be repeated. Over to you, ma'am.
Vandana, if I can just ask one more question to you. There have been questions and concerns raised regarding Air India's maintenance, whether it is aircraft, and you just mentioned that whether it's aircraft, whether it's other equipment. The DGCA in June and July had also found violations related to airports, airlines, aircraft maintenance. All of these issues had been flagged. Has anything moved? Because just a few short months ago, we saw that horrific airplane crash in Ahmedabad. We've had multiple other instances of airports maintenance being flagged by passengers. Why is it that we are trying to become a major travel hub, but we cannot seem to maintain the basic equipment?
You hit the nail there. And as chairperson of the FAII, I am also, along with the other bodies, the FIP, the Federation of Pilots Association, or DGCA as such, we are trying to push a lot of things so that the reforms come in, so that the regulatory measures come in. For sure, I want surprise audits to happen, whether it is checking the buses or whether it's checking the equipment of our Air India. And Air India, of course, has had a very shoddy, very shoddy show so far, be it maintenance, be it performance, be it inside cleaning, be it basic housekeeping, be it their seats, be it anything. And if this is now transcending, this attitude is coming on to maintenance of buses and the maintenance of transport or structures at the airport, around the airport, I think a lot of work has to be done, and all the stakeholders need to come in and put their head together. And I'm really pushing from my end, ma'am. Trust me on that, and I hope to see better results. But first, we have to take care of the lives. And here, I'm glad that nothing as such has happened. But honestly speaking, Air India also has now pulled up its socks. But we need to see where it goes from here.
Ma'am, if I can ask you to elaborate, you just mentioned that you have also been pushing for it. The FAII has been pushing for it. These are questions that have been asked even before the Tata takeover of Air India. Is our national aviation carrier something that is not being maintained properly? So when we see incidents like this, who exactly is answerable when things like this happen? If you could elaborate for our viewers, what is being done, who is being questioned, who is it that we should be asking questions to? Vandana.
Okay. In this case, it is definitely the in charge for the airport, which is GMR Group, the Airport Authority of India. In this case, of course, it is the terminal in charge which is responsible. So specifically them. But on the whole, it is the responsibility of the stakeholders, including DGCA, to ensure that the players or the bodies involved are doing their job. And if they are not doing their job, they be given warning letters or they be given penalties from. I have suggested penalties from my end because I see warning letters don't do anything. So when it comes to Air India, I'm very sorry to say that the transition that was to happen between Air India and the Tata Group, if you ask me, when it comes to maintenance, is still not even completed. This is the truth of it. And there is utter confusion. Too many cooks spoil the broth, and nobody knows what to do. There are engineers, but the engineers are not knowing where they are assigned, what their roster is, what they need to do. So a lot of work has to be done here, and in specific to this case, it is definitely the owner of the Terminal 3, the T3, the Delhi airport, that has to take charge of it, the Indira Gandhi International Airport. So that's where the finger points to, and they have to make sure, even if it's a third-party provider or a third-party collaborator, that they be penalized for it. There is nothing called warning letter in our dictionary as of now. Over to you, ma'am.
All right. Thank you very much for that perspective, Vandana Singh. Clearly hauling up the people in charge of the airport of Air India and the people who are in charge of maintaining the equipment, including the buses. Why is it that Air India's equipment is under question? That is something we will keep asking.